Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2017. It has been nearly 2 weeks, I think, since our last game. Yeah, actually, 14 days since we played and somehow miraculously beat Hibernian. I mean, there was an own goal that happened, which helped certainly, but I mean, even if that hadn't happened, we would have drawn 0-0, which I would consider that to be a stupendous victory against the team that is by far the strongest in the league. And now we face the team that is certainly the second strongest in the league, most definitely as Falkirk over here. Strong lead that's been used to finishing near the top of the championship over here, and is currently second overall as well. And I think these two standings certainly reflect things. I think Hibernian and Falkirk are definitely 1 and 2 in the league. So now we've got to face them. It is going to be at home, and what's shocking, absolutely shocking, is that the odd makers are saying that we're the favorite going in this, which probably means we're going to lose horribly. It seems, kind of likely to happen, because that's the way things go. But that is indeed the case. Now, Falkirk, we have gone and scouted them, and once again, they do employ primarily the 4-4-2 kind of stratagem, and it is the thing that tends to provide the most opportunities against them as well, in theory. I mean, it's just because it's a good base strategy, which is what's coming on there. So once again, what we're going to do... Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, no, yeah, that's true. Once again, we're going to use our 4-4-2 diamond narrow configuration here with the idea that we're going to crowd the middle to prevent their strikers from really being able to get a lot of breathing space. And also we will try to push the ball back up the middle there to make their wide flanking presence not as meaningful on the defense. They'll have to come in close to counter that. I'm going to start Nicky Devlin over here, our team captain. He's going to be playing relatively defensively on this wing, and will probably be worrying about marking things like wingers or closing down on fullbacks that are coming up for a cross. Crane, I'm going to have him in support role, so he's not necessarily going to run right up to the byline to cross, but he'll still be a little bit more aggressive as a wing back in a support role. He'll move up a little bit to balance out the attack that's going to come from Harkins here, who's back in his advanced playmaker role as opposed to a deep-lying playmaker. Alan Forrest, I've also got an advanced playmaker role for him to shoot less often. Hopefully that'll cut down on how many long shots he tries to take, but assuming he's got a good opportunity, he'll probably still take a shot. Moore is going to be playing his support false 9, Thomas as the poacher, and I think that's overall going to be pretty solid. I'm still starting... Peter Murphy over here as a central defender. Of course, we still have that promise there. Conrad Ballatoni is back from his injury and actually is in pretty fine shape, so we'll look to sub him in quite early in the game, I think. Other than that, we're okay. Andy Geegan is still 1 yellow card away from a suspension. There's really nothing we can do about that. Eventually, he'll get a yellow card, and eventually he'll be out for a match, so we'll just have to deal with that when it gets there. But other than that, I think I like this formation still for going into this, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I can't believe the odd makers are saying that we're the favorite. That is just really, really unbelievable. They're basing it mostly on the fact that apparently we've won 4 out of our last 5 home games. But we have met Falkirk twice before, and they've beaten us both times. Once in the league, and once in one of the cups, the Challenge Cup, I think, something like that. So, we don't have a great record against them. Looks like this referee is quite prone to give some yellow cards. Average of 3.2 per match is a little bit higher than a lot of the other referees we have seen, so hopefully we are not going to take too many risks going in here. We're going to go, counter mentality. Everyone's sort of hanging back a little bit, and if we do get a chance to shove it up the middle on a return, then fantastic. So we're going to submit this team, and that's going to be fine. Yes, some people have a little bit of match sharpness, still not all the way there, but they're getting a lot better. We did take a 2-week break, so that wasn't going to help our match sharpness overall. Could have filled the gap with, a friendly or something like that, but what I did is I just spent the first week where we had no games on a higher regiment of training, focusing specifically on defense, and then going back to a normal schedule after this. Difficult fixture for both teams. Falkirk find themselves against Team Horn. Good form, and I'm going to sit on the fence and put this one down as a draw. So yes, slight favorite for us. I'm not convinced that that's necessarily accurate, but we'll see how it goes. If we are reading the defensive situation correctly, then maybe it will keep paying off. So yeah, they're going to play a more standard sort of flat 4-4-2, whereas we have what they call a 4-4-2, but I'm not really convinced. But it's all a label. So I think we're gonna do our standard thing where we do something like this. I think our the fullbacks, or I mean, I don't know if they'll literally be playing as a fullback, but these two guys, Muirhead and Gallagher, if they do have the ball and they're moving up, we are going to try to close down on them before they set up for a proper cross. But other than that, we are not going to mark them. It's interesting that it's not suggesting that we mark Tewo over here. How is he looking? Finishing actually is not fantastic. He's not a super strong player overall, actually. So maybe it is okay that we don't mark him. I mean, certainly lots of times we'll get in his face if he's got the ball, but we may not need to get pulled out of position quite as much to go after him. We'll have to see what kind of opportunities present themselves. But yeah, basically we'll keep the two strikers shut down, and I'm assuming that Hippolyte over here is relatively good. He's a little stronger. How's his speed? His speed is actually really good. It might be hard to keep up with this guy. His first touch isn't fantastic. His finishing is probably going to be pretty good. His passing's okay. Long throws. Yeah, he's not that... I wonder why he's suggesting we do something like that, but not the other flank. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and mark both of the wingers. That's the way we want to do it. The wingers and then the centers. Okay, I think that's going to be okay. Continue to team talk. Favorites for a reason. I don't want them to become complacent here at all. No, don't go out and express yourself. That's not what we want. I fully expect you to keep your run going and win this match. I want them to be fired up but not complacent, and not too aggressive either. It's finding it hard to motivate everyone. Although, I gotta say, our morale is really, really good going into this. Everyone is feeling very, very nice. As long as they're not feeling a high degree of complacency, I think we'll have a pretty good chance over here. Hopefully it'll work out okay. Alright, so Falkirk does start with possession over there. That's that Tewo guy. We did have Mark, but people are hanging quite a bit back. All right, so let's take a look at the field right now. We do have a lot of people behind the defensive line. Again, that sort of counter mentality will keep us a little bit deeper. We put a lot of pressure on McHugh here, who's trying to cross it over to Baird, who is very tightly marked. Murphy just knocks it way away. And the more defensive the mentality that you've got, including the one we've got here, is going to increase the chance that people do just dump the ball. We could play out defense, but oh my god! I did not like that one bit. One bit. There we go. Doherty's got control. This is the first time that we've finally gotten a little bit of control here, and we are going to start the counter play, but no, it looks like it's back in our end with a counter. No one got on there. Ooh, Andy draws a foul. If he gets a yellow card here... Oh, is that going to be a penalty kick? Are you serious? We're 5 minutes in, you drawn a penalty in here? Are you goddamn serious here? You know, sometimes this game is really out to screw you here. Fail, 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 fail. 5 minutes in, we draw some random penalty, and just like that, we're behind. That is not the way I want to go down. Again, I do think that there are favorites, but this, well, we don't need to watch the penalty kick. It's kind of a silly replay to show. This is not the way I would want to go down. It wouldn't surprise me if we'd lost, but not like this. Not like this. Thomas gets the ball taken away from him by Muirhead. McHugh over here seems to be... Are we marking... And we're marking Tewo. And who's McHugh? And why is he so far forward? Oh, he's the other striker. He should be getting marked as well. We may have to, like, specifically give some man-to-man marking instructions. Geegan tries to push it all the way up to Thomas, but it does get knocked away. McHugh, there we go. Nice marking there, although Tewo is able to get the ball back again. Over to Sebald in the middle. I'm so pissed off about that penalty kick. You know, if that makes the difference, and there's a good chance that it will, of course. Harkins, that was a little bit of a panic toss. If that makes a difference, and there's a good chance that it will, I will be pretty salty at the end of this game. I mean, we know it's a slightly stricter referee, but... I mean, we've got to defend. What are we going to do? If someone's got the ball in our end, we're going to try to tackle it away from them. At least it wasn't a yellow, I suppose. So Geegan's still not working a suspension yet. Over to Forrest, Moore, nice play. Moore's got to get rid of it. Big long shot from Moore. A little bit unexpected, but I mean, it was right on target. I mean, that's going to be a little easier to defend, of course, but it's worth the try, because every now and again, you get lucky. We do get the corner out of it. That's the other thing. You know, it's easy to defend, sure, but if the goalkeeper can't actually keep his hands on it, and he just knocks it off, then we get the corner. Wow, big tackle there by Forrest. I suspect they were probably tangled up for a while before the proper... tackle came, because he just sort of stood there with the ball a bit. And I think if we're looking in 3D, that's probably what it looked like. How's a possession? Okay, well, it's slightly in our favor, actually. 3 shots for Falkirk, only 1 for us. And it was on target, but quite long range. Now, with the counter mentality, we're likely to have, fewer raw shots. Actually, I don't know if that's entirely true. That's interesting sort of pass into space maneuver. Didn't really pay off there too much. I'm wondering if I should encourage people to, pass completion, 77%. Like, I'm not going to tell them to keep more possession or anything like that. That's some good possession stats. And some good pass completion stats. Our tackles one are pretty low. Andy Geegan's been error prone today. Yeah, well, I mean, he did draw that, earlier, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, I didn't realize that Magat had gotten a yellow card here. But, I mean, I don't think I'm going to sub him out right now. We'll sort of keep a mind open, but it seems a little bit early for that. A lot of things can start to happen. Yeah, yellow card. Throwing over here. Seeing a lot of action in our end, which is no good. Doherty with an excellent play there. Going to move up the ball dramatically. We got Thomas wide open over here. Come on, pass it across. Oh my God, Doherty. You're going into beast mode there, but I'm not sure that was actually a good idea. Hang on, remind me a second. You're ball-winning midfielder. You've got dribble less. Hold position. And you just did that. Wow. Wow. I mean, it was mostly okay, although I wish you'd pass the ball over to Thomas. I mean, you also have fewer risky passes. I'm not sure that counts as a risky pass. There's also a good number of friendlies behind you as well. Come on, we got to even this up. That penalty kick. Again, if that is the decider of the game, I'm not going to be pleased. Maybe a throw in for the other side. Geegan's down to a 6.2. Yeah, he's really having an off day. All right, Muirhead's got a yellow. I don't like subbing people in the first half. I mean, in theory, these are still our statistically stronger players. I think there's a lot of complacency going on here. These ratings like this, I think that's what's going on. I'm going to go and yell at the team. Like, where's your passion? Do you even want to win this? Yeah, there you go. Get in there. So we'll give it like 10 minutes, and then we'll sub out Geegan. We actually got a couple of good subs potentially for him, so... Harkins, more. Oh, gets tackled. And right to bear. God damn, this team is good. I mean, again, they should be a much, much better team. The question is mostly, are we countering? They got 6 shots. We've only gotten 1 shot so far. Have they... Are they countering our moves? Yeah, they might. We could do some replacements. They might be marking the right people. What can we do to shake things up? I don't know. I don't know what we can do to shake things up. Oh my God. Yeah, that looked risky. Doherty. Oh, Forrest is going to get there, actually. Didn't really have a good lot of ball control for a second, but he does hang on to it long enough to get to Harkins. Harkins moves it more. Moore's got to send it back. No, he gets tackled out of there. Yeah, we're not going to win if we're not even shooting. It's not about shooting from distance. I'm actually wondering if... Well, especially given the fact that we're behind, we are going to go and we're going to switch up to a more aggressive stance. We're just not getting the opportunities. I will also sub out Andy Geegan over here. We're going to put in Robbie Crawford instead, since Geegan's having a particularly bad day. I think that's the only sub we're going to do right now. That's fine. But I'm going to go and switch up to a much more aggressive mentality with control. And we are going to move up our wings a little bit more. I mean, it opens up a lot more defense, but, I mean, we've got to get a score here. I mean, I don't want to give up a bunch of stuff on goal differential either, but we're getting no shooting opportunities. We've got to do something. And if using our winger is going to be the trick, then maybe. These guys may just be playing very narrow. It's possible. Wraith got a point. That's not what we want to see at all right now. More to Thomas. Oh, Magat's going to keep it in here, maybe, if he can get the pass off. There you go. Doherty over to Forrest. Lots of screening elements. Harkins with a long shot. Beautiful stuff. Tying up the game. I'm still not happy that that's a tie. To me, this should be us with the 1-0 lead at this point. But it is what it is. That was a beautiful series of passes. Magat definitely got pressured there, but he gets the ball just away on time. Doherty to Forrest. Over to Harkins, who just takes a big, long shot. He had it like, he was lined up. He was ready, like, if the ball comes to me, I'm going here. He was prepped ahead of time. Good positioning. Good everything. Wonderful. Some offsides. I mean, our energy levels are good, but the performance is quite poor overall. We may... I'm considering something in Thomas. I don't know legitimately how many times Thomas has gotten sort of, his foot on the ball so far. It could just be a fact of that. I mean, he might be poorly positioning, but it could be, an overall change. But we are sitting a little further up here. Here's a chance for Thomas, but no, he doesn't get that. So it might be that sort of thing. He might be missing a lot of those challenges on the passes. Might not be, finishing proper, or not, like, first touching properly. Ooh, Crane moving up a little bit more. Oh, and again, Thomas not being able to execute on that. You know what? We are going to switch you off. We're gonna shake things up again. So we're going to bring Kevin Nesmith over here. He doesn't have a lot of match sharpness, but again, we're going to try shaking things up. I'm going to do that. I'm going to give him a talking to. I'm going to be passionate and say, you have the ability to make a real difference for us today. Come on, buddy. You can do this. And then I'll definitely have to save our sub for a while here. At least another 10 minutes. Could be injuries. Could be someone that starts getting really tired. So far, so good. Nikki, did you get... Okay, no yellow card for Nikki. Double substitutions in the middle here. We should take a look at... Oh, I can't do it right now. Still seems kind of odd that I can't, like, tack on more instructions before the switch, but that's okay. Okay, so Gallagher's been subbed out. So we've got Gus Broad over here, who I'm going to want to close down quickly. And Cragen's just one of the other people in the middle. Okay, so overall, I think we're going to be okay with this. We've got a free kick. Harkins is excellent with his long shots. Doesn't deliver it this time, but if there's anyone who's going to get us back into this, it might be Harkins on a free kick like that. So we're at the 72-minute mark. They've got a free kick, which is unpleasant. And Harkins, again, is tiring. He's just an older man. We're going to sub out Alan Forrest here, who's actually having a decent game, but he's getting a little bit tired. And actually, our ratings have gone up quite a bit at this point. But I'm going to replace Alan Forrest with Paul Kearney here and see if that might not open up a little bit more action on the front. Do I want to change your style? Because Kearney would have the shoot less, but if I recall correctly, Kearney's actually quite a bit better at the long shots. So I don't want you to be an advanced playmaker. Yeah, you know what? Or Shadow Striker, actually. Oh yeah, move into channels. Although you're not very comfortable with that role. Tell you what, just play the Ongosh, that's going to be fine. Oh, yeah. Which is going to be okay. You're going to do a lot of passing, but you might shoot. I wonder if I can tell you to shoot more often, buddy. I've got faith in you. Go for it. Passionate. You can make a difference. I know you're capable. Okay. Hopefully, this isn't a score. Ooh, they actually keep it in there. I mean, there's no corner, which, I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen to the other, but they still have control with their strikers right in front of the net, which makes me very unhappy. They still have control with 18 minutes left in normal time and a tie game. Harkins tries to tackle it away there. It sort of does, but it doesn't get far enough, which is too bad. Still waiting for a substitution to come in, actually, which is kind of surprising. Harkins getting yellow. Oh. Not so bad. You're playing quite good. So yeah, let's see if getting Paul Kearney in here might make a bit of a difference. So now that we've tied it up, I'm wondering about not playing aggressive. But no, I mean, I think it's still right. Although, god damn it. Okay, that's going to be a goal kick for us. Thank goodness. Let's get the offense going on here. There we go. Kearney with the corner kick. Oh my god. Looks like a header straight towards the net. The goalkeeper is able to hold on to that. But it's nice to see us get more shots on goal. Especially we got, what, 1 in the first half? Just disgusting here. Nicky, okay, Nick, that's not a second one. He got a talking to earlier, but now he was booked for that. We've got all our subs. Do I want to change things up? Do I want to go more defensively in the last minute? I don't think so. I think we're going to be, again, super pissed about that goddamn free kick, or that penalty kick. We should have a 1-0 victory at this point. All in all, I should be quite happy with drawing with Falkirk, and I would be if that wasn't such a bullshit score 5 minutes into the goddamn game. It's okay. I'm not salty or anything, you guys. Or maybe I'm the saltiest I've ever been. This is just... Okay, that's fine. I mean, there'll be a little extra time. We got a couple of minutes. Maybe we can get something done. But I'm not going to tell my people to go, like, crazy sauce or anything like that. Whoa, can Moore get there? Ooh, he does, actually. Devlin to Harkins. Or, what, 3 yellows? Not totally unexpected. Moore actually dribbling very nicely around the opposition. Harkins to Kearney, who takes a long shot. It does go over. That's not even a corner to us. 2 minutes of extra time. So about 3 minutes left all in all. Oh, but we are back in their end. Throw to Harkins. Back to... Oh, offside. Wait. Could Crane really be... I guess so. Because Crane had it, moved it to here, and then it went back here, so you were offside. Oh, that's incredibly disappointing. I thought maybe we'll get a last-minute goal and squeak out a win here and reduce the sodium content in this video by, 5%. Not much. Oh, is this going on in full time wasting? That's interesting. Certain sense of desperation there. I don't like this. I mean, we've got plenty of people behind the ball, which is nice, but a lot of things could happen. Oh, attempted tackle there. Who's that? Nisbet. Big long shot there. Goes wide over. So that's going to be a goal kick. So we have 50 seconds to get another one done. You know what? Before you do this, let's go like much higher tempo. I feel like we've got the better opportunity now if we play fast. Play super fast. This is not super fast. Maybe something can happen since it's our play here. Crawford, come on, get it up there. I guess I could have said like route 1 and everything. Maybe a little too fast. Wasn't able to do that. That's too bad. I'm just on the off chance we get the ball again. But it's unlikely. Most likely the game's just going to be called here in 30 seconds or so, depending on exactly when the referee decides to blow the final whistle. Oh, right at 92 minutes. Again, going into this, if you'd asked me if I was happy with the 1-1 draw, the answer would have been yes. That penalty, that is just complete random. Everyone's looking nervous. It is actually unlucky, is what it is. I'm going to be, like, what a comeback. I'm proud of you. Yeah, it actually was a good comeback, I suppose. I wanted to say something about unlucky. It just wasn't our day. Yeah, you know what? I'll passionately say what a comeback. I'm proud of you. There we go. Everyone's really happy. But, I mean, really, we did get unlucky. To a certain extent, maybe it was a mistake by Geoghegan. I'd have to, like, review. I could have reviewed the play then to actually see exactly what Geoghegan did that led to that foul there and if it felt like it was a justified one. But, I mean, hey, we got a point. Where am I looking? Competitions. We got a point against a very strong team in the league. Keeps us in third position, which is nice. And more importantly, keeps us above the pack. We may not end up beating Wraith, but I mean, I don't think it actually matters if we end up like second, third, or fourth. There might be a seeding difference, I suppose. I suspect whoever ends up fourth, I'm just guessing here. I don't know. I'm suspecting that in the promotion playoff, second and third play against each other, and fourth plays against whoever got relegation from the Premier League. I suspect something like that goes on. So if we do make it into the promotion playoff, we probably want to be in third. I suspect there's no difference between second and third. I might be wrong about that, but that's what I suspect is the situation. So our goal at this point, short term, assuming we can keep our run going, is going to be to keep above Wraith. If we had booked 3 points there, and imagine Falkirk hadn't booked any, so I would have been sitting at 26, they would have been sitting at 24. That's crazy sauce. That is crazy sauce and a lot more padding. But, again, our goal, and it's easy to get sort of upset about, the immediate standings. But we have to remember, we were afraid we were going to end up 10th at the start of the season. The fact that we're way up here and talking about promotion playoff stuff is a good sign. I am really upset about that freaking penalty kick in this game. Really, really upset. But overall, I mean, I can't complain about how the season is going. Jeebus. Especially when you look at this chart over here. I mean, we haven't lost a game in 5 games. And even then, this game against Falkirk, which for the Challenge League, like that was so goddamn close. So goddamn close. And again, another draw here. So we've lost against them. Well, outright once. But even that 0-1, like, we're doing really well. Some of the final results aren't really going our way, but when you consider the relative strength of the team and how close the games have been, we're doing stupendously well. Our next game is actually going to be against Wraith, who we're in sort of in tight competition with. It is going to be an away game, which makes me a little bit disappointed, because if you look here at the losses we do have here, away, that's not good. And we did lose against Wraith once already. That was, in fact, at home. Although, in theory, we've got, better strategic stuff. And our game's in 3 freaking days. I expect we don't have a scouting report yet, right? I mean, we'll get one automatically, but let's just make sure to schedule one regardless. And it'll be quite interesting to see exactly what this team has got. What kind of strategies they're planning, how they've been doing overall, who do we want to keep an eye on. I mean, they're sort of a middle-of-the-pack sort of championship team, but they're still, overall strong. Can we do a comparison right now? Or no, you still need the report. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.